Hi guys, welcome back to the Drive Life channel, and in today's video we're going to be showing you how to fix the engine system service required message on your P3 Volvo, or any Volvo really. So I'll just bung the key in, show you guys what the message is, and I'll show you how to find out what other sort of messages are coming up on your car as well. So if we start the car, as you can see, we've got engine system service required, and now there's a way we can find out what's causing this, and I'll show you that now. What we're going to do is put the key in the ignition, but keep our feet away from any pedals, like so, and you'll just feel the steering lock release there. Now what we're going to do, press the start stop button once, so we've got our ignition, well, not quite the full ignition, and now we're going to press and hold the trip button and press the start stop button until we get the ignition come on. Now you'll see that we've got our message coming up. We're going to hold this now until it beeps and the eye flashes. There we go, like so, and as you can see, it's now displaying the 097 fault code. This basically means that the oxygen sensor within the engine has been covered in oil, basically, and it just means that there's too much oil in the car for its liking. Now this happens, even Volvo engineers do it just after any sort of service, or if you've topped your oil up to full, where in most cars it will be absolutely fine. It will have a bit of a hissy fit and throw this code, so it's nothing to worry about, and we're going to show you now how to fix it. Okay then guys, so as I explained, 097 is caused by overfilling the engine with oil. Now when we check this oil now, it's not going to be over the max mark or anything like that, and in most cars you'll be absolutely fine, but these Volvos are particularly, how to put it, sensitive to their oil. They like to be full, no more full than halfway, despite the fact that the dipstick is showing more than that. So the dipstick on my car is an aftermarket one I've fitted, so just bear this in mind if you're doing this on a non-dipstick car. Do the standard onboard computer oil check, and then you'll be able to see. But if it's 097, it's going to be caused by an excess of oil. I'm just going to check it now, just sort of completeness on the video really, and then we will get to extracting the oil, or in the case if you don't have a dipstick, we're going to remove it via the sump plug. Okay, so I've already pulled it out and wiped it. We'll bring it right up now, and we will see what level she is on. There we go. Still a bit warm, this oil, and as you can see, she is right on the full marks, but apparently that's not okay. So what we're going to do, yeah, we're going to extract some oil from this now, and hopefully we'll get rid of our warning. It's super easy. It's not something you need to stress about. If you haven't got an oil extractor and a dipstick like I have, then what you'll need to do is just jack up the car, or drive onto your ramps, whatever you do to get to your oil plugs, and then just loosen it off, let a bit come out, bung some more, bung it back in, and then do the oil check on the car and then try and clear the fault. But yeah, we're going to show you this method with the oil extractor. So it's really easy. All you need to do is pull your dipstick the full way out, and I have got a tissue. I'm going to pull this all the way out, clean it off. It's still a bit warm actually. Took the car's barely been driven, but it's a little bit warm. We're going to lay that here so we don't lose it. Now we're going to catch our rod. Notice how I've stuck little bits of paper in here just to stop it flicking oil everywhere, because these can be really messy. But we're going to pick our tube. As you can see, this one's been put in a hot engine before, it's a bit bendy, and we're going to attach it to our end like so, without flicking oil everywhere if we can help it. Oh, he says. Right, we're going to remove our plug, place that in here. It should go in. It can be a bit of a faff sometimes. There we go, that's in now. We're going to feed this down into the dipstick, and as you can see, this can go quite deep in. So I think that's probably in deep enough now. What we're going to do is just pump this a couple of times until we have oil coming out. It's not quite got the right seal. Oh, I haven't unfolded my foot rest for standing on. There we go. So we can oh, that'll be right. Wasn't quite in. And as you can see now, we have oil in the lines, like so. It's now going to work its way out of the engine. Now what I don't want to do is remove too much, so as you can see we've got levels here. We need to remove about sort of I'm going to remove about half a litre to start off with, and then we will see how we get on from there. But to speed this up, I'm just going to do a few more pumps. It speeds up the whole suction process really. If you haven't got one of these oil extractors, I definitely recommend it, because you can literally do an entire oil change this way. They're really useful. They're not too bad as well, price wise. They're about sort of 50-60 quid for this. I think it's 7 litres or 6.5 litres this one, so you can pretty much remove all of the oil from your Volvo. With it, I think the maximum capacity of this is 6.8, but like I said, because I've put 6.8 litres of oil in there, it's causing us issues. So yeah, we're just going to let this drain out, extract the oil, and then I will join you guys once it is done. So as you can see, we've got about half a litre now, and I recommend doing this when the engine oil is hot. I've done it when it's rarely cold, and it's just taken a little longer than normal. But as you can see, we're all done there. So what we're going to do to stop it, just going to press this air release valve here, and you can hear the air pressure leaving, and soon it'll stop sucking basically, which is good. Like so. Now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the extraction pipe, and this can be quite messy for obvious reasons. So oh, you knocked it over there. You can hear the noise there as the seal is broken, and it just shows like the suction of this thing. It was still sucking even when I was pulling it out. So there we go, we'll bung that in there now. Clean off this end, tuck that down in to avoid making too much of a mess. Now that's pretty much this thing done. I'm going to put it on flat ground so it doesn't fall over. What we're going to do now is do a little dipstick test to see how the engine oil level is. So if you remember, it was completely clean. Now we've got just under our measure. Just going to do that again to check. There we are. So as you can see, we're just under now. What we're going to do is we're going to top it back up to half with fresh oil. It's almost like a mini little oil change really. So this is our leftover Castrol Edge oil from our recent service. Well, it wasn't that recent. It's due another service soon, this car, so you can look forward to that. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe so you don't miss that. I'm going to just lift the engine cover off so we can be a little more accurate with the oil, and this is why you want to keep your spare oil around for situations such as this. I'm going to put a little bit in like so. Oh, I've just spilt a bit because I was looking at the camera. There we are. I'm going to bung the cap back on if I can remember where I've put it, and then there it is. We will redo our dipstick check once this has had a chance to sort of drip down into the engine, and we will see for any better. Then eventually the plan is to clear the fault, and it shouldn't ever come back again until we next overfill the oil, accidentally of course. So there's a busy day for the police today, as you can hear. Something going on. There's 2 or 3 cars going past. Right then, let's bung this oil back in now. Bung this dipstick even. Boom, as you can see, second lot of X's there. That's pretty good. So that shouldn't give us a fault anymore, and it should be enough oil for the car as well to keep her happy. So yeah, let's go and clear this fault now and see how we get on. Okay then, so we're going to show you now how to reset this warning, as it were. So we're going to make sure all the doors are shut on the car, otherwise it has a bit of a hissy fit. Push the key in, so it's in the key position. I'm going to press our start button, just so we've got our dials lit up, and turn down the AC so you guys can hear me. We're now going to press and hold the information button, press and turn on the ignition so we get the oh, it's not going to do it, typical. Hold on, there we go. Press the on button, press and hold this trip button, and then so we get our ignition on like this. We're going to hold this now until the service message resets, which is where it should flash. We should get that nice little chime there, and now we're going to press the read button, and it will, next time we start the car, be sorted. Now this doesn't always work first time, so what we're going to do is we're just going to repeat the process. Press and hold here, press the start button like so, with the button pressed. Wait for the info light to start flashing, take your thing off within 4 seconds, and we should, there we go, it's all cleared. So yeah, that's it guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Super easy little fix to do for a problem that can be quite intimidating, but it really isn't. So what I'm going to do now is just test the oil level on the onboard computer, and if you guys would like to know how to do that, I'll link a video in the description below. But from me in this video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.